Principles and Practice Question and Answer Review. Question number 12. During a survey of a platted subdivision, you find the original survey plat in the records and you find the original monuments in the field. When the heck does that ever happen? But you do. Along the north corner of the lot, you find significant discrepancies between the angle and distance of the line. So the record does not match the measured at all. It's off by feet or tens of feet. Based on your findings, what action should you take? Notify the original surveyor and ask she correct her work. Do not show the record distance because the priority of calls requires you to hold the monuments. Show both the record and measured distance and explain the discrepancy in the plat notes if possible. Inform the owner of the tract of the discrepancy and suggest that he contact an attorney.
Loving this video? Hit the subscribe button below. Be sure to click the bell next to it to get the latest prep videos before anybody else.
Step 1 of any boundary survey is to go to the courthouse. And you did that. You went to the courthouse, you pulled the platted subdivision in a map, and you brought it with you to the field. Step 2 is to conduct a field survey. You go to the field, you survey the subdivision lot, and you determine that you found monuments, you've got some bearings and distances, you're in really good shape. And you found those monuments. That's a big feat in itself. And then third, we've got the harmonization. This is where you have to make your boundary determination as a surveyor. You weigh the evidence and you determine the location of the north line based on the totality of the evidence. You've done that. You've gotten the record measurements, you've gotten the field measurements, and you've determined that the field measurements will control because you have the monuments. But just because you found your field measurements does not mean that you can ignore the record measurements. So what should you do? You should put the field measurements on there. You should put the record measurements in parentheses, and hopefully, you can determine why that happened. Why is there this big discrepancy? Again, that's another trait of a professional being able to diagnose problems and make determinations. So the correct answer is C. Show both the record and measured distance. Explain the discrepancy in the plat notes if possible. Would you like even more great content on the Principles and Practice exam? Please join me at NLC Prep/PS for a full-length, completely up-to-date PS prep course where we go over every major PS topic in gory detail and we teach you all the essentials you need to know to pass the PS exam on the first try. Join me at nlcprep.com/PS.